Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Now, in the last episode, I talked about your relationship with money. And I'm going to touch more on that in a later episode. Here's something else I want you to think about today. You know, as most people are looking at retirement and building wealth and that sort of thing, the only way they really know to do it is they put money into what's called a 401k towards their retirement. And what happens over time is that money gains interest because it's invested in the stock market. Well, under normal circumstances, most of the time, the stock market averages between 10 and 12%, and there's times it does a lot higher, and there's times it's crashed and people have lost a lot of money. And you have to have time for that to build back up. The point I want to make to you is this. Everybody says that the greatest thing in the world is compound interest. Well, let's think about this for a minute. What if you could do that with your time? And what I like to call this is your hour of power. And what that means is this. We're no longer going to focus on just what you can do. We're going to focus on you building a team and getting stuff done for you. And that is how you compound your time. You can get more than 8 hours of work done in a day if you have a team working behind you. When I started my real estate business, I had people working for me and doing stuff while I was still working a full-time job. And I'll tell you the way it works in the beginning. You'll hand out dollars and you'll get pennies and dimes back. And it'll seem like that'll go for a couple months maybe. It seems to go for a long time when you're going in the hole. And then all at once, you'll pick up some sales with what you're doing and you'll hand out dollars and you'll start to get dollars back. But as that hour of power gains momentum, so to speak, you get more hours per day out of your time, so to say. You'll start putting dollars in and they'll come back as hundreds because you were able to leverage your time and you now have a team trained that knows exactly what you need done to run your business. And what will happen moving forward is you'll be able to step away and you'll be somewhere with your family doing whatever it is you like to do, and your business will still be rolling along, making money. That's why we call this the Money Wheel Podcast. This is the kind of stuff that I'm going to teach you. That's everything I have. I'll see you on the next episode of the Money Wheel.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.